Good. All right. Welcome everybody. This is New Zealand player number 96. We're here for the first Trans-Tasman clash between New Zealand and Australia. Big strike as you'd expect, most players down there on the bottom. And it looks like the Aussies are just pushing the Kiwis back a bit. Kiwis have pushed back, building a nice little bit of momentum there on the far side. And ref score. What's that? You'll do that? Or me? Ah, okay. So how do I... okay.
Yeah, the one that's on here is the one that's being streamed.
Okay. Just getting a few instructions here from the tech guys. Oh, it's looking good here, bit of a push. Oh, they've let the Aussies out the back door. They've escaped. Got away there. Nice pass there from the Aussie defender up his back wall. Here we're just coming underneath the Aussie sub bench, so they'll be looking to roll some subs, get some fresh legs in there. Kiwis are taking it off the wall. Jesse Hocking there, looking to make a pass, and another ref's call. Against the Kiwis there, didn't quite catch what it was for. Oh, obstruction or barging, one of the two. In the wall there, the Aussies have managed to get it through to their forwards, building a nice little bit of momentum up the wall. You can see the Kiwis there looking to get into their rotation, slow them down. Oh, big hit. That's what we like to see. Good rivalry between these two teams, getting to play each other more often than we get to play the rest of the world. Another call. Against the Aussies this time, gloving. Kiwis looking to go wide, see if they can find a bit of space out there. And they've been taken to the wall by the Aussies. Nice little bit of momentum there. The Aussie forward managing to slow it down. Oh, another call. Against the Aussies this time. Oh, I think that's a free arm call. Surely not. Number 10 there, Liam Watson, throwing that puck into the middle. A lot of bodies on the bottom there. And a call. What are we looking at? It's a goal. It is a goal. Man, you've got to be onto it. All right, 1-0 to the Kiwis with 3.5 minutes gone in this first half. Goal scorer there, number 4. Ben, lots of middle names. It's quite interesting here. I've played with most of these Kiwi players before, but didn't know their last names. Middle names, rather. Here we go, strike number 2. See Jesse Hocking there has put some zebra stripes on his fins just to probably try and garner a little bit more attention for himself, hopefully not from the refs. Another call there. Against the Kiwis this time. Looks like someone's getting a warning, stick infringement. Here come the Aussies, looking to bring it into the middle of the pool there. Yeah, putting good pressure on that. Oh, another call. Against the Aussies this time. Chopping. here we go. Quickly taken, and they're off to the right-hand side of the pool. Get held up though. There we go. Looking for some space. So it looks like number. Oh, can't even read his leg. Oh, we're under a bit of pressure here, the Aussies. Rest call against the Kiwis. Stick infringement. Got to watch those. You can just see in the bottom right hand there, Ed Firth sitting on the side. This one, Waterboy, a very important role. Alright, here we go. Aussies trying to bring it off the wall there, looking for some space. Looks to be a little bit isolated though, there's only one of them there. Second one comes down to help. There's a lot of black sticks on the bottom there. Got another call. Against the Aussies this time, stick infringement again. Seems to be plenty of those being pulled up in this tournament. Alright, here we go. We have a timeout, Australia. A little bit lonely here. I was hoping there might be an Aussie to sit here and do a bit of commentary with me, but I'll do the best I can. Alright, so the last few seconds of the first time out of the match. Each team gets one time out per half. Yeah, the Aussies have successfully defended that advantage puck. They managed to stop the Kiwis getting through and building a nice little bit of momentum on that wall there. Looking to come off the wall and find his next forward. Turned back to the wall by the Kiwis. Call. Here we go. This time against the Kiwis. Missed what it was for, sorry. See what the Aussies can come up with here. Oh, little flick of the puck into his player. Should be right though. Another call. Against the Australians there. All right, see what the boys come up with this time. All right, heading wide, looking to find a bit of space out there. See if we can catch them off guard. Straightening up there nicely in the channel. The Aussies have seen this before though. They've put a few players there to try and neutralise it. Oh, we've got a good run on here, good momentum. It's hard to stop teams when they get momentum like that, and there we go. Potential goal for the Kiwis. Looks like the refs topside are indeed signalling that. So just over the halfway mark there, and we've got a 2-1 lead to New Zealand, and I've just seen I actually missed someone getting sent out. So one of the Aussies there is unfortunately having a bit of time on the side. 2 minutes, so we've got another, probably by the time these guys strike again, we've got another minute of 6 versus 5. Here's the strike, definitely one of my favourite points of the game as a winger. You get to get involved and sort of pretend you're a forward for a few seconds, and then just switch back to being behind those forwards and having a little bit more time to think about what you're doing. Liam Watson there, always a force, just chipping that puck back into his forward. Who have we got there? Number 9, Andrew. Just pushing his way and keeping that momentum going. Oh, the Aussies have turned around, probably rolled a few subs there, got some fresh legs in. He's managed to find his wall side forward there. Ooh. And the Kiwis have sort of got a hold of that position nicely. You can see there in the far right hand side of your screen, they're rolling some subs over. Fresh legs, number 13, Andre Heller. Great guy. There's those zebra fins again, looking there for that trademark Jesse sort of dummy smash hit. Successful defence it looks like though. They're going to be able to get it out to the corner. Yeah, good defence there by the Aussies. And ref goal against Australia, so pretty going to be a pretty tough puck to defend here. They're always annoying whenever you get stung just close to your bin like that. Here we go, one of the Kiwi players early to the bottom, trying to get a hold of a bit of confusion there. Not sure. Oh, here we go. So the Kiwis just calling their timeout. Keen for a bit of a rest, maybe a quick tactic talk. There goes Benson Taylor, the man, the legend, swimming in there to just have a quick chat to the boys. And the Aussie coach doing the same, see if we can give them a few words of advice. Alright, we'll go back into the water here and see what happens. I'm expecting to see a lot of bodies on the bottom here. Don't want to concede goals very close to half time. It's always a good thing to keep your bin clean and stop that momentum building on the other side. Successful defence there, nice work. Oh, rest call. Against Australia there, they are back to 6 players and we've got an obstruction or barging call there. Alright, there we go, 12 players on the bottom, puck gets fired in. It's a big scramble there, but no, we're off again to the surface to see what the refs have to say. Dropping infringement against the Kiwis, push back. Missed opportunity. Alright, we'd expect to see the Aussies going reasonably straight here, but and they do, yeah. It's always a little bit scary to go and take it wide from that sort of position in the pool. You have to be pretty brave to have a crack at that. Here come the Kiwis, swimming a nice angle off the wall there, looking for some, oh, another call. Oh, he seems to have missed the fact that the refs have made a call there. A little bit of extra swimming, never hurt anybody though. You can see both sides rolling the subs over, getting some fresh bodies in the water. This one's against the Kiwis. Couldn't see what. Yeah, the refs are trying to get that puck back in the right place after it got swum to the other side of the pool. Maybe this time. Will they go wide? Yes. Bold move. Will it pay off? Getting their passes away nicely, not getting caught by the Kiwis there. Turning around, looking for his other forward. Unfortunately not there, just a sea of black. Here we go, looking to cut off the wall. Another ref's call. Oh dear, someone is being sent for some unsportsmanlike, and it's one of the Kiwis. Can't see who yet. I'm sure that name will be popping up soon on the screen there for us to tell. And so that's going to be 2 minutes down. So basically the rest of this half, there'll be 40 seconds where they get to play with 6 again. Oh, sorry, back underwater. That's me, not the cameraman. If we're getting a bit of a slow change of cameras there. Not the best multitasker. Here we've got another ref's call. Against the Australians this time, another chopping call. Let's see what happens here. Often teams, when they go down to 5, they get a bit of a boost. Everyone realises they've got to do a bit more work, so we'll see if that's going to happen for the Kiwis. Oh, we've actually got, it's Robert Charles Tinkler. I've known Robert for quite some time, but it had slipped my mind that his middle name was Charles. So it's always good to see these middle names make it onto the score sheets. Aussies there looking to come wide, trying to expose the fact that there's one less player in that Kiwi team at the moment. Stopped nicely there. Andre is getting worked over by the Aussies there. Andre lived in Australia for a while, so he knows most of these players pretty well. But just didn't help him there. Oh, back upstairs for another ref's call. Going to be against the Kiwis again. Oh, we've got another person in the bin. All right, really trying to make a game of this, trying to make it a little bit hard work. So Rob will have someone to talk to in the bin. It's another unsportsmanlike call, I think. Refs are just getting that puck back into position. So the Kiwis are going to have to play with 4 players for about 30 seconds. Liam Watson. All right. So it's 2 pretty big names in the bin there. Oh, we've got a ref's call against Australia there. So quite unfortunate for themselves that they weren't able to capitalise on that. We're going to have Rob will be entering the pool again once this play starts. So we'll see him get slipped into the water by the chief ref on the far side of the camera here. And the Kiwis just heading over towards their subs bench so they can make use of those other 4 players that are on the side. If any of these guys have to dig deep and do a lot of work. Oh, just lost that puck there. Another call, 20 seconds to go, not long. Back downstairs, we'll see what the Aussies can do with a 5-on-6 right up in the Kiwi bin here. Oh, not sure what's going on. A little bit of confusion there, that buzzer seemed to go a couple of times, certainly confused the players. Half time. So the Kiwis will still have 1 minute or just a shade under 1 minute there with Liam in the bin. So they'll be having a good team talk here, talking about keeping that intensity high until they get back to 6. Alright, so 3-minute half time, bit of a breather for both teams. Have a talk about what things are going well, what things aren't, and what they want to work on. Great shot of the Kiwi boys there. It's good old Ed doing a great job, just keeping the boys hydrated. It's quite important. Doing a lot of work in there, sprinting around. You know, you're sweating a bit, so it's good to keep that hydration coming back in. Great comment there from James R that Rob never fouls. I'm pretty sure I have seen him foul, but maybe it's not the same Rob. Who would know? Great game here for everybody. If anyone's just joined us, we've got the Trans-Tasman Clash, the first in competition of for the men's grade with New Zealand versus Australia. It's currently 2-0 to New Zealand. It's been a pretty tight game so far. Both of these teams know each other reasonably well, and I'm sure for the second half they'll keep each other on their toes like a short man at a urinal. So we're going to start this half with a 5-on-6 advantage to Australia. Liam Watson just having a little sit down there. He's put himself back in the sin bin. 30 seconds till start, and he'll be sitting there for at least 50 seconds, 52 even. All right, here we go. Strike number 4. Here we go. That looked like Brendan Maxwell in there winning that strike. Ready to put some heat on someone. Oh, there's Richard Maxwell getting involved. Also, he feels a little bit sorry for Bert, codename Rob. Just sitting idle there. Richard Maxwell, that's his brother in the water there. For those of you that don't know, Richard Maxwell, he's number 88 and his real name is Pig. Alright, another rest call. I won't bother taking us upstairs for that one. I was too focused on the chat here and actually no, maybe we'll just pop upstairs just briefly. There's an Aussie player getting sent. So just as the Kiwis are about to get Liam Watson back in the pool, so back to 6, the Aussies have gone down to 5 and he's been sent for 2 minutes as well, which always puts your teammates under quite a bit of pressure. Never a good thing. Looked like Jeremy there just trying to get involved, but the Aussies just forming a wall. Another ref's call. Back upstairs we go. Against Australia here, gloving. Always disappointing to get caught for gloving. It's one of those things you just try and keep out of your game. All right, here we go. Quickly taken by the zebra fins of Jesse Hocking. Bit of a speedster, that man. Here we go, got a good shot of Andrew Gunn there, just ready to receive the puck, but unfortunately we've had a call. Oh, that looks like Jesse Hocking getting sent for obstruction or barging. Who would have thought? See, I don't know, it might have been those zebra fins. Alright, the Aussies choosing to play it safe there and just take it up the wall. Kiwis have managed to stop it and turn it into just a bit of a scrap. There's old Bert just holding it on the wall there. It's really nice having these clear barriers there so we can see what the teams are up to. And call against the Kiwis. He reckons Bert was gloving it. Bert's probably got a big smile on his face. Yeah, don't think he quite agrees with him there, but they can discuss the finer points over a beer maybe after the tournament. So the Aussies are about to get Jamie back in, 5 more seconds, and then the Kiwis will have to live without Jess for another 15 once he's back in. Whoa, big, huge high flick there, but those high ones are quite easy to knock down. So you saw that New Zealand player there just managing to stop it mid-flight. We've got a bit of a scrap over on the wall there. Unfortunately, another ref's call. Really quite a lot of refs calls in this game. It's not letting the teams get into a bit of flow, but it's the way it goes sometimes. If the teams aren't playing cleanly, then the refs will sting you for it. All right, so it looks like we're back to 6 on 6. Jesse's about to get slid back into the water. Not quite sure what happened with the timing there. I thought that was the other way around, but anyway. Here we go, there he is, straight back in, looking to make an impact. Oh, got unlucky there, just got tapped off by the Aussie player. Good pressure from them. Here we've got Andrew Gunn going up there, looking to deliver it to his forward. And the Aussies doing a good job there, putting players on both sides of the Kiwi players to make sure they don't get those free passes off to their support. Oh, she's pretty messy in there. That barrier getting a good working over. That little top bit of protection there is looking a bit worse for wear after the first few days. Oh, did that just collect Jesse in that? Oh no, it looked like Jeremy actually. Oh, unsportsmanlike. 2 minutes against Aussie. Another call. Yeah, these two teams are certainly not making it easy for themselves. Been a few players getting a bit of time just in the bin. Yeah, Jeremy's just showing where it hit him, and it hit him in the throat there. So I think he's saying, no, I'm fine. I don't need to go for concussion protocol. I'm just keen to get back involved. So my best work of lip reading there. So there's Bert on the puck straight away in the centre there. Looking to swim a bit of a 45 and then see if we can get that puck to our forwards. The Aussies have certainly stopped that, and another ref's call against New Zealand for dropping or stick infringement sort of thing. It's always a little bit hard to tell exactly what they mean. So there we go, a minute 30 left for Jack on the side there. Aussie free puck with 5 of them. What are they going to do? They're going to go wide, look for some space, and come back. Oh, that is a sea of black there. Feel quite isolated there if you're that one guy on the puck. Yeah, there's a lot of backup coming in there. So there goes the Aussies. Well, they really need their offside back there covering that. There he is coming down there now. Good man. Nice turnaround there by Liam. Spun around, seeing what he can find. Oh, I don't know if that was Liam. Could have been telling a lie there. No, it's not. 12, Nick Healy. Yep, trademark Healy turn. Here comes Liam, just sifting around at the back there, just waiting for it. Not quite happy with himself there. There's Healy. Quite a bit of man there, just to convince the team that they probably shouldn't go that way. Number 4 there. Ben, one of the new caps for this tournament, making a big impact. Got quite a high work rate from what I hear. I've never had the pleasure of playing with Ben, but certainly must be doing a good job. Whoa! First time I've seen the puck come out of the court this game. What are we going to call it? Will it be equal? No, they're claiming that the Kiwis did that. Fair enough. Those refs have a much better view of the game than any of us here on the screen, so we'll take their word for it. All right, down nice and early. Here we go, man. They're looking to go wide. Take it over to that wall side. Maybe they don't want that puck to end up out of the bin, out of the court again. Oh, the Kiwis have managed to turn it around off the wall nicely, finding each other, finding the players. Oh, yeah, it's pretty tight there. It's looking like a lot of bodies on the ground. Looking like not a lot to me. I can't see what's going on. Got a ref's call. Oh, we're getting some goal singles. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 people think it's a goal. Looks like number 7's not overly happy with that decision from the Australian team. Yeah, it's always tough when those... and that goal goes to Andrew Glenn Harris. AGH, nice goal, Andrew. All right, so we're in the, I guess you'd call it the 4th quarter if this was quarters, but we've got half left of the second half, so 7.5 minutes. Strike number 5 of the game. What are we going to get here? Oh, I tell a lie. White have called a timeout, so the Aussies are going to have a bit of a rest, have a bit of a chat, a bit of a regroup. A few instructions coming from the Aussie coach there. James, who's commentating, this is number 96, Julian O'Neill, or Buddha, as I get affectionately called when I hang out with the underwater hockey family. That nickname, unfortunately, coming from Rob one year when I didn't trial for the team and got a bit fat. Big strike. Whoa, that is quite a margin that the Kiwis have won that strike by. Hasn't amounted to anything though. The Aussies have turned that momentum around and started making a bit of ground up the far wall there. Back in Aussie possession. They've come off the wall, looking to find their forwards there. That back line. Some nice big passes. Back to the wall we go. So here we go. They've come back into the middle of the pool. Pretty 50-50 at the moment. So Aussies can get this out to their back line. They'll be able to pull this away to this near wall. No, off to the. Pass to no one, always a big risk, especially if the opposition team picks it up before one of yours does. Got a big drive on the bin here, a lot of momentum for that team. Looks like it's going to be an easy goal, unless the refs have called. No, oh, we're getting a no goal signal. I should probably take us back upstairs. Missed the call, my bad, but Yeah, no, it's against the Kiwis for something. So it looked like what was going to be an easy goal. Turns out it's not. It's not. The moustache is coming along quite well, Richie. Gave it a wee trim just this morning. So trying out a few different shapes throughout the day, throughout the tournament, I think, because by the end of the tournament, I think I'll get rid of it. I'm pretty sick of it, to be honest. Back upstairs, breaking against the Kiwis, I guess it would have to be. Oh, no, he's not sure. Up to you. What do you say? Oh, no, we're getting a chopping. Not a... Oh, no, sorry, it wasn't breaking. That was a lazy advantage, I think is what you call that. Ref's timeout. All right. Players always appreciate this. A little bit of extra breath. Ugh. A few extra breaths on the surface there. Sorry, this is my first time commentating, everybody, so if I get my words mixed up, we'll just have to live with that. Big chat over on the side there. Just trying to work out who called what first, I guess. Quite a nice looking kit that they've got for this this tournament. A little bit lifeguardy, but I guess that's what the refs and the lifeguards like to do, just keep everyone safe in the water. Alright, so yeah, they have decided that they're going to go with the call against New Zealand for that chopping foul. It's good to have had quite an extended period of play here with 6 on 6, which is nice. Everybody down, the only people on the surface are the refs, so that's good to see. Very good to see. Alright, so the Aussies brought it into the middle of the pool there, looking to turn around and find their forwards, but they've been pushed back a little bit by the Kiwis. They managed to slow that momentum down, and ref's goal. Against the Kiwis again, chopping foul. Oh, lucky that they didn't pick up a someone in the bin there. When you get the same call against you a few too many times in a row, the refs can decide that it's probably time someone has a wee sit down. But it doesn't seem to be the case here. Big throw into the middle, looks like someone knocked it down. Aussies building a nice little bit of momentum there in front of the goal bin. Always dangerous, hard to stop a team when they're running, but looks like the Kiwis have managed to push them out to the corner there. Big bottom time from that Aussie number 6. And you guessed it, ref's call. Ooh, bit of obstruction, I suspect. Could have been barging, but probably obstruction there against the Kiwis. Oh, always a dangerous place to have to defend an advantage puck, right in front of your bin. Oh, here we go. Kiwis are just going to have a timeout, have a quick breather, because they're going to need to put all 6 players on the bottom for as long as they can there, if they're going to have any hope of holding this Aussie team out. A few words of wisdom from our Kiwi coach there, Benson Taylor. Had an illustrious playing career, that man. There'd be most people here would have played with or against him. Quite a formidable man to play against. Very difficult to stop once he gets that puck and starts heading towards your goal bin. Not a nice feeling. All right, here we go. I reckon we're going to see 12 players on the bottom here for an extended time. If they can get that puck into the middle, it should be a pretty interesting scrap. It's been taken out wide. They couldn't keep that in the middle there, unfortunately, for the Aussies. So they've managed to get it a bit wide, the Kiwis, and I guess they'll look to hold it there. But here we go, big push. The Aussies have got it, taken possession and got it off the wall. Good drive towards the bin there. Looks like you see they've got 3 lined up there, so they can move that puck across quite quickly. Turn there, quite a wall of black to get through though. And another one of those things that we've seen a lot of today, a ref's call. Against the Kiwis, 2 barging or obstructions in a row. Excuse me. Still 6 on 6, just what we like to see. Here we go. She's all on there in the middle. They're all over that puck like a pack of seagulls at a tip. All right, spread out a bit there. Managed to defend it nicely. Oh, big hit. Big hit, number 3. Oh, no, number 5, of course. Who else? Rob, he loves the big hits. Ooh. close there, close there. Nearly had Burt in for a runaway, but no dice. Another ref's call. Hey, man, the Kiwis, pretty lucky there, I think. 3 obstructional barging calls on their bin in a row, and the refs seem to have chilled out a little bit on the sending people out. Very lucky. So we've got just under 3 minutes here left, and the Aussies looking to get through that forward line, which they did, but was smashed back out there by a back. Number 13. Andre Heller looking to get a hold of that puck and see if he can swim it out, but the Aussies took it away. Here we go again, another defence on our 5 metre line. They've been stuck here for quite a while. Big flick, actually unfortunately hit one of his own players in the leg there, so it stopped the flight path of that flick, but struggling to get control there and take it out to safety. But saved by the ref, I guess you'd perhaps say. Getting bad times. Finally, there's been a lot of fouls happening according to the refs on that side, so yeah, that's the 4th obstruction or barging call in a row, so not surprising to yeah, I don't really understand what's going on. Oh no, there it is. Number 7 in the bin, Jesse Hocking, have a sit down. They managed to get it through, and it looks like the Aussies have had to score, have got to score. We'll see what we're getting there. We're getting a ref's timeout. Going to see what... by cracky, yeah, I've actually missed Brendan Maxwell getting sent out somehow, and all the excitement there in the bin, just watching too much on the screen. So we're down to 4 on 6, which is going to make it interesting for the next minute and a half. We're effectively going to have a 4 on 6 for the rest of the game. There's only going to be about 14 seconds left when Brendan gets back in. So I'm sure those 2 guys on the side there will be hoping the boys really dig it in for the next minute and a half and keep that 3-0. Andy, yes, it is me, Julian. Both obstructions, bad people. So yeah, the refs, I don't know, I think maybe 1 or 2 of them want to call it a goal, and maybe there's one of them who thinks no. So we're having a pretty lengthy discussion. Just play by play as talking it through. You can see that ref there's got a really nice tint on his glass there. Probably really good for playing in the outdoors, but not a favourite of mine certainly for playing indoors. But it looks good. Certainly, other players can't see your eyes, which is always a good trick. All right, looks like Richie wants to keep it. Richard Maxwell would like things to stay interesting, and he'd like to see another Kiwi go to the bin for 2 and just have a 3 on 6 for a minute and a half, as well as award the goal. All right, what's happening here? Oh, getting the 2 captains over for a wee chat. It's pretty stern words. Yeah, I can't. Sorry, I'm not a great lip reader. A lot of hand signals. None of them are signals that I know. Maybe if we could all just get together, maybe a little bit later we'll be able to spread apart. So we're going to push the Kiwis back here. Yeah. No goal. Tough luck. Big opportunity here. So we've got a 6 on 4 for the Australians. 5 metres out from the bin. Don't know why that puck's 2 tiles back from the 5 metre line, but flicked it straight into his own player there. Always good to get a hit on the puck from your own mate. And the Kiwis dug it in deep, and they've managed to survive there. You can see them now. They'll be very careful with possession when you're down to only 4 players, so you've had 33% reduction in your options there. You're going to hold on to that possession and be quite careful with it. So another ref's call. Got a minute 21 left. Not a good move there. Quite unfortunate to get caught for that. They're going to lose the advantage they had. So the Aussies are going to have someone sent for 2 as well. You can see Jesse there. He knows his game is over, so he's already starting to take his gear off. All right, so we'll probably just play it safe, just keep it on the wall, and look to get a bit of oh no, maybe we'll, hey look, why don't we go for a go for a drive, see if we can, I guess it's a lot safer to be up in their corner than it is to be down here. So still looking to drive that puck forward, the Kiwis, but quite precious with possession there. We'll commentators curse, they've coughed it up, so now it's up to them to get it back off those Aussies. So another ref's call. The time does stop in the last 2 minutes of the second half, so we'll still have 54 seconds to go, which means, just like we said before, Brendan's going to get 15 seconds, 14 actually, to get back in there and see if he can make an impact in the last 15 seconds. Oh, a little bit of a fake there. A little bit of fake. Aussie didn't buy it though. Here we go. Coming over to their subs bench, so if they need to roll the subs there, they'll be able to. Not a lot on there. They haven't got anyone down behind our number 8, Andrew Grun. There he is. Came a little bit later than I would have liked if I was the forward there, but sorry, the back. Just a little dummy there, but ran straight into the wall. It's quite hard to dummy when you're on the wall. Because the opposition knows you're not really going to go anywhere else. Big runaway, big drive down the wall here. Not a runaway, that's a little bit premature. There's Healy getting involved again, one of the Kiwi backs. All right, the Aussie thought about going wide, but thought better of it. 3 seconds left here, countdown. All right, thanks for tuning in, everybody. That's game there. Big shout out to all the players. It was a game of 2 halves, but unfortunately both of those halves going to the Kiwis for the Aussies there. So the first Trans-Tasman clash of this 20th CMAS World Champs going the way of the New Zealand men. Well done, boys. Till next time.
Yeah, sure.